not sure what Lourdes Gurriel Jr. did to anger the baseball gods, but as you can clearly see, yeah, he is not in their favor right now. What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. If this is your first time on the channel, we do this every single day, so don't be afraid to hit that subscribe and stick around. Dylan Carlson almost single-handedly won a game for the Cardinals yesterday. Rafael became a father, and his son's name is pretty funny, so we'll talk about that in just a moment. And the Astros are trying to prove that they are the best team in all of Major League Baseball. If you guys are going to any baseball games, especially the Derby or the All-Star game, I can tell you from experience, those tickets are just stupid expensive. Save yourself some money. Use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save 20 bucks off your entire order. Now, we do have a little bit of breaking news because for the first time in MLB history, players who were not voted into the All-Star game are going to be making the All-Star game. Apparently, there was a clause in the newest CBA that would enable Robert Manfred to vote for players based off historical achievements. So Miguel Cabrera and Albert Pujols, they are some of the greatest players to ever exist. So even though they weren't voted in, yes, they will be in the Midsummer Classic. And in my opinion, that is a really cool clause, and I didn't even know about it. So good for Major League Baseball. That's a W. So there was a scary moment in this Padres game, and we'll get to that in just a second, because before we show that, Manny Machado said, hey, you guys should vote for me. He hits a solo shot to start the scoring, and yeah, that was hard to watch. So Profar takes a knee straight to the head and neck area. I thought that he was going to be all right, even though it looked horrific. But as he was walking off the field under his own power, he fainted. Now, the update is he gave the crowd a raised fist as he was on the stretcher, so I believe that he is going to be all right, but he's probably going to miss the next few days. Joe Musgrove and Logan Webb were disgusting. You have Musgrove going 7 shutout with only 1 hit allowed, while Logan Webb actually went 8 innings. Webb got bailed out by Taylor Rogers, who unfortunately imploded again, but not to fear. Nabil Crismat, I think that's how you say it, he struck out 3 in the top of the 10th, and then the Clutch King was back at it again. Jorge Alfaro has been so good when he needs to be. The Giants were held to 2 hits over 10 innings. That's a big yikes for me. JV, Mr. Justin Verlander was on the bump in this one, and he was going for his league-leading 11th win. He got touched up a tad, but of course his lineup bailed him out. Jose Altuve has been an absolute dog this year. 17 home runs and a 161 WRC+. So you can boo him all you want, but it ain't working no more. Yordan Alvarez launches his 26th home run. Please go vote for your... Actually, by the time that this video goes out, it'll probably be over. And most likely, Shohei Ohtani won the starting nod, which is just horrific, and fan voting needs to be changed. But regardless, that's a different rant for a different day. JV ended up going 6 with 8 strikeouts. He is trying his best to catch up with Shane McClanahan to be the starter for the All-Star game, but right now I'm going with Shane. Ryan Presley's 18 save sends the Astros to 54-28, which means they now have the second most wins in all of baseball. Carlos Santana drove in the first of many runs scored by the Mariners yesterday, and Cal Raleigh brought home another. And like I mentioned in the intro, the baseball gods were not on the side of Lourdes Gurriel Jr., but they've been on Seattle side for quite some time, and there is your proof. So Suarez plates 2 more, and Cal Raleigh, this dude can straight up mash as a switch-hitting catcher. He has 11 home runs and 30 RBIs after a terrible start. So considering he has a 116 OPS+, the man has been fantastic for over a month now. Suarez has 14 home runs and 41 RBIs and a very solid 124 OPS+. He has been fantastic so far, much better than what he was for the Reds a year ago. And Marco Gonzalez nearly went 7 innings, only allowed 2 earned runs. And with this W, the Mariners are officially back to being a 500 ball club. A great day for baseball fans, because I think that we all want to see the Mariners in the playoffs, because it's been, what, 16, 17 years, something crazy like that. Prime Mookie Betts is back, people. There's his 19th home run, and the Dodgers teed off for even more. Gavin Lux dismantled this baseball. By the way, he's hitting .295 with a very impressive .365 on base percentage. Justin Turner is getting hot as well, and aside from the 2-run blast to rookie Christopher Morel, Tony Gonsolin was great again. 0 walks in 7 innings. He's also sitting at 11-0. 0 losses on the season, so he's tied with JV, but he has a sub 1.7 ERA. Mookie Betts does it again. He's now in the 20 home run club. The Dodgers, they later have to bring in Alex Vesia to clean up Craig Kimbrell's mess. Craig Kimbrell has been terrible lately. He gets the strikeout for the final out, and the Dodgers are 53-29. They are rolling as of late. The Yankees were in Fenway Park. I don't think there is a more magical sentence than saying the Yankees in Fenway Park. Josh Donaldson has been feeling himself the last few days. He sends a grand slam 430 feet into the Boston night sky. He knew it as well with the little bat flip / bat drop. Aaron Hicks makes it back-to-back. He now owns a very impressive .350 on base percentage. And then Garrett Cole's father steps in. He puts Garrett in timeout with yet another home run, talking about Rafael Devers. Now, luckily for Yankees fans, Jose Trevino is how you say it. He grabs one of those runs back, and good thing because Devers did it again. He drove in all 5 runs for the Boston Red Sox. He made me look dumb for choosing J-Ram in yesterday's All-Star voting video. Rafael Devers has 5 home runs in his last 11 plate appearances against Garrett Cole again. He became his father officially. The rest of the Red Sox went 3-20 against Garrett Cole, so it's not like he was horrific. It was just Rafael Devers doing his thing. The Yankees come away with a W after Clay Holmes made a little nice play to get his 16th save, and this means that the Yankees are the first team in baseball to 60 Ws. The Mets are also trying to be a New York team with 60 wins, but if they win this one against the Marlins, that would give them 52, so they're still quite a ways away. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, this was an absolute spanking. You have Brandon Nimmo and JD Davis both finding holes to make the Marlins fans sweat a little bit. And at least they got to beat traffic, because as soon as James McCann hit a home run, I 100% would have left. And if that didn't make you leave, this one for sure did. JD Davis, who might be hitting baseballs harder than anyone in baseball this year, belts his first career grand slam. So now it's 10-0. And Trevor Williams showed zero remorse, kind of like Anakin against the Sand People in episode 2. He just didn't care who was in his way. Been shut out with 7 strikeouts. And I feel like in every single recap, I'm talking about a few pitchers who go 6 or 7 shutout, but there's also a ton of blowouts in between. Baseball is just a funny sport. There's no other way to describe it. The Orioles are America's team right now. I give a ton of credit to this kid, as ever since he was called up, he has pretty much galvanized everyone in that organization. Adley Rutschman now has 4 home runs, and the Orioles get contributions from their main players. Mountcastle and Mancini, they bring home a few runs for Jordan Lyles, who every so often can surprise you with a gem. That's 4 strikeouts over 6 very solid innings, and Jorge Lopez stays racking up saves. He is one of the most underrated relievers in all of baseball. 15 saves and a 1.79 ERA, and he can throw a sinker almost 100 miles an hour. The Orioles have won 5 in a row, and they have 5 prospects in the top 100, so oh boy, the Orioles are cooking up something crazy. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, the Orioles right now are playing how I thought the Tigers were going to be playing all year, just a young team that uses their top prospects to kind of catapult them into a winning culture again. Javier Baez isn't young, but he's a veteran, so when you combine a few young studs with veterans, good things can happen, right? Well, yes, rookies Bo Brisky and Torkelson come in big time, as well as Bo tosses nearly 7 shutout, and Torkelson singled home the go-ahead run in the 9th. Gregory Soto was yet again extremely shaky, but he got the job done for his 19th save. Make that 5 in a row as well for the Tigers. So the Orioles and the Tigers, they have the longest winning streaks in baseball right now. And I just want to mention the Tigers have a dude named Alex Lang, a 1.97 ERA, a 12 strikeouts per 9. You might want to add him in a dynasty league because he could be the closer of the future in Detroit. Neither of these next starting pitchers were very good, and neither of them went 4 innings. So obviously the offense is going to be the story in this one. Derek Hall has been a catalyst since being called up. He drives home 2 on that extra base hit. Speaking of extra base hits, look at Didi flying around the bases for an RBI 3-bagger, and fine, 1 more extra base hit. Long ball, Derek Hall does it again. The rookie has 7 RBIs in his first 30 at-bats, which is insane and definitely much needed as they lost Bryce Harper. Sir Anthony Dominguez looks sharp in the closing role as he does not allow a single base hit. He has a 1.74 ERA, and Phillies fans are really banking on the Cardinals to come away with a W as they're facing the Braves, so let's see what happened. Well, let me tell you this. The Atlanta Braves are disgusting at developing baseball players, and I mean that in the nicest way possible, because Spencer Strider has been nothing short of Thanos this year. 6 more shutout innings with an insane 12 punch-outs. He allowed only 2 base hits, so I don't know if you guys are cool with a 2.6 ERA and a 14 strikeouts per 9, and if that doesn't impress you, here's 21-year-old Michael Harris, who has 6 home runs, 6 stolen bases, 5 outs above average in like 35 games, so he's insane. But the craziest part is the Cardinals have a guy named Dylan Carlson, and he can cover some damn ground. That's an almost impossible catch. He gets it in, and they turn the double play, but he wasn't done yet. That's a go-ahead RBI single as Packy Naughton closes it out for the W. And there you go. If you're a Phillies fan, that is a good day. So let's go ahead and move on to the final games from yesterday. Diego Castillo was traded to Pittsburgh in that Clay Holmes deal. Fun fact for you if you forgot, Michael Chavis saves the day with a massive 2-run double, giving his pitcher Ronsny Contreras a lead to work with. The youngster Contreras tossed 6 magnificent innings, dicing up 7 Reds hitters while only allowing 5 base runners, and David Bednar has been untouchable for over a year now. He has a 2.31 ERA and 14 saves. Bryce Wilson takes the tough L in game number 2 as Tyler Naquin belts one 422 feet. Jonathan India has an RBI single in the 7th. That ignites another rally as RBI machine Brandon Drury is so close to 50 RBIs, 17 home runs, 47 RBIs. He's probably going to be the all-star this year, and good for him because he's 29 years old and he's hitting free agency in 2023, so he's going to get paid if he continues this. Fam, he has a pretty decent season under his belt, and he's setting himself up to get a bigger payday than what he got this past offseason. And last but not least, a battle of the mid-off. Okay, so if you're under 30, you probably understand what I just said, but Chris Bryant smokes an RBI double, and Brendan Rodgers also drives in a run. Those were both erased after Carson Kelly sent this baseball to space for a 2-run home run, and a little bit of deja vu happened. So the Rockies, they get the lead back, but then Carson Kelly ties it right back up the next chance that he got. Fortunately for Rockies fans, Randall Grichuk delivers in the pinch, and Daniel Bard secures his 17th save. He could be an all-star, by the way, talking about Daniel Bard. 17 saves and a 2.27 ERA. I'm rooting for him. Well, everyone, that is going to do it for today's recap. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support as of late. We're so close to 400,000 subs. Stay safe out there and enjoy the web gems.
On the ground, Crawford smothers it, picks himself up on a skip. It is in time.
Matches off speed pitches now.
A line drive speared by Jamer Candelario.
Well, you wonder how magic happens.
Bounding ball, a snag there by Story. He's up, thrown off balance.
What a play!
Did he make the play? Yes, he did. First base this year.
I agree. I totally agree.
Trout digs one out right center field. There's the opposite field power from Trout, but it's not going to be enough.
Up against the wall. Trout puts a charge at this one, but Mullins wide open. One last check of the wall. And
driven to center field by Sanchez, and Nimmo makes a tremendous play. Spectacular play by Brandon to rob Sanchez of an extra base.
Opposite way, great backhand by Drury, pops to his feet, the throw in time. Just add that play in defensively. Great backhand stab right here, keeps that ball away from that time.
Line drive left field, Happ sliding, nice grab by Ian, continues to play good defense out there in left.